DueTruth, more personally, Marcus Anderson. I do everything from modeling to acting to rapping. Hip-hop was my first love, so that's what I aim to do. That's what I use to bring everybody together. I know my purpose here is to spread a message of unity and to teach, and I discovered that through music. You know, I love to use it as a tool, as a perfect medium to bring about unity, and that's my overall goal. My plans for the future, 2012, I'm definitely going to be dropping some projects. I'm ready to revamp what I'm doing musically. And past that, I definitely want to continue to act. I'm also starting a nonprofit to help a lot of kids that have nothing else to go to if they're not in school or during the summertime. A lot of people are without jobs, and the ones that do have them can't make it home for their kids to raise them. So a lot of times we got our teachers raising them. So my main focus is building my career, but as much as I can build mine, help as many people as I can. Words Philly, pride and soul. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It goes past you know, what you might call a swag or what you might call an attitude. I think it's embracing Philly in totality, man. I mean, it definitely is a lifestyle. It's different from every other place. You know, they say every hood's the same. It's really not. You always got those you know, little differences that make each place unique. And Philly, I mean, from the way we talk, from the way we walk, to the way we spit, everything we do is of a certain nature. And Philly pride and soul is just representative of that.
My evolution is ever rooted in destitution, suited, booted, and ready to cue a revolution.
I do what I do simply because it's a calling. A lot of times I try to run away from it, especially being, you know, any man. I think growing up, you know logically that you got to get a job, you got to make sure you're paying bills. But I realized that looking 30, 40 years back, you know, when I'm older, I'd regret not using music as the way to do that, you know, put food on the table and provide. And that's why I chose music. Some influences throughout my life have definitely been my mother and my father. I know plenty dudes, plenty sisters that don't have their father or their mother in their life, so I thank God every day for that. Past my mother and my father and even my grandmother, rappers have been a big influence in my life, and that's why I think it more important to come with the message that I have, because so many young kids like I did look up to rappers, and it's important that they're getting the right messages. So no matter who you look up to, just make sure that they're giving you the information it takes to be a good standing person.
With conventional truth causing massive contusions, hard as a phallic symbol, simply I brandish and bruise them. Ready to end it, reflected feelings and drunken stupors. Life's a trick, and I've been unable to dupe her.
Some of the accomplishments I already have are mostly on the poetic side of things. I started out doing spoken word. Ever since high school, I've been winning different awards. I've done different contests in Philly, downtown, to Jersey, South Camden. So that's been most of my achievement. Right now I'm looking for musical achievement, mostly on the vocal side of things, but also on the production side of things. I say one of my most memorable moments in life was riding in a Maxima, black Maxima, with some of my homies. And it was a sunny day, and Juicy came on the radio, and I had to be about 10 or 11. And I remember that being one of the first hip-hop records I ever heard. And it made me feel like everything was okay, even though at that time I was going through a lot with my family. That has been one of the best days.
Let any man lay in the pooper, and when it's through, hoping the good guy coming to scooper. Ran into a few you do unequipped with a tutor, shook up the mix with a cougar game like it's stored in the cooler. As I awake in anticipation, a daily racket, ringing ratchet, somebody's body torn by the metal jacket. Haters cackle, debate'll happen, a vain assassin. Like the lantern, I'm limitless through what I imagine. Remain a dawn, contingent on any form of fashion. Stay fresh like the flow's trapped in a bale of jasmine. On the attack me, they can barely handle Hannibal breaking mandibles, cannibals, shut it down like a last shift.
Some words of encouragement for anybody that, you know, might be feeling down, or even the people that are on a roll and, you know, are definitely on the path to success. I would say to always strive for more. You know, one of my favorite lines is by Snoop: "Perfection is perfected, so I let them understand." You know, there is no definite image of perfection, no matter what it comes to, but I use that model as my motivation. Anything I do, even if it is said to be great by somebody else, I always strive to make it better. So I would encourage everybody to perfect your grind, perfect whatever it is you're doing, especially if you want to raise your class. I want to shout out my man D right here for doing this for me. I appreciate the love, and I gladly return it anytime. Definitely want to shout out my folks, all my family, West Philly, Uptown, South Philly. And I want to thank everybody who's been supporting Truth.
Similar to Gil Scott, a coveted artisan, debilitated armament, I'm playing the partisan. People using revolution, calling for Congress in delusion. It ain't a far departure from Parliament. Being at 99, man, that's only a part of it. Regulatory agency softer than cartilage. Be it that tied differently, Aquarian Nautilus. Rhyming liquidity, killing me if you say you thought of this. Regarded as mark minus the mark and varnishes. Lyrically, I'm cooking, accented with perfect garnishes. Wasn't left to pillage, villages are the start of this. I don't get twisted, I twist, a born arborist. Man, the music is lame, son, when local rappers lack representation on the radio station. And see my cranium gauged in, the blame whack buster, flow lackluster, getting today's spin. Ever since the intellectual absence, I'm the cause of an intertextual abscess. I'm legendary, you sedentary, just at rest. Until I make it to 25, I'm at rest. Mitigated and quickly anchored on that shit. Oh, man. Let me keep going off?
Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going.
All right.